Well, I finally got the camera set up. Tonight I'm actually using another device by Biofield called New Energy Vision. Just found that the filters on this seem to show a bit more detail. There's a bit of turbulence in the atmosphere at the moment, so you can see that the surface of the moon is shimmering. What I'll show you here is just look at some different light fields of the moon. So this just can show concentric circles and bright spots. Basically, this is where the sun's physically hitting the moon, so that's why it's looking like that. Of interest, the one that I do like using is the blues, as it shows a little bit more higher contrast. The depths of the craters, the different mountain ranges, other fields, depths of the craters where the light is actually hitting itself, hitting the surface of the moon. Another one lit in this one as well. Basically just showing different spectrums, allocating light colours to different light fields, or intensities of light, or amplitude of light, I suppose you'd call it, of the moon that you normally can't sort of see with your own eyes. So since the whole reason why we see the reflection of the moon is because the sunlight is actually hitting it and bouncing back to us into my telescope and into our eyes, you see the different intensities. So that doesn't necessarily mean too much, it's just showing a breakup of a light, what we're watching. This here also is quite good for various details, looking at the moon as well. You can see the craters just passing by, just show what it looks like without it. Has no filters applied. And by the way, I'm taping this just with a phone, so this is really more for interest's sake. I'm not too tech savvy when it comes to editing, so this is about as good as you're going to get, I think. And filter apply, which is actually pretty good. You can see quite a few details. Another of the filters, neon. Pink and blue. Basically breaks everything up into three dominant colours. That's, like a little bit easy to see as well. But for the time being, we'll probably stick to blues, as it really gives you a good contrast of anything that's bright will come up a darker blue, and anything that's very, very light will end up, and sort of vice versa. So you sort of get dark colours will come up light and light colours come up dark. So if there's any sort of objects that are a bit difficult to see on the surface of the moon, this will show up just a different way of looking at it. So basically it's just pretty cool. So I'm not looking for anything particular here. Again, with filters off, and mind you, this is just hooking up. I don't know if it'll show it with this camera, but that little screen there is just my mini DV camera, literally sitting on my 13mm Nagler eyepiece. And again, having a look here, the default filter, which is not too bad, is a polygon. So you can actually see like the field of the moon, the light field, which is just a reflection of light off the moon, sort of bulging around the surface there and changing, and it's pulsing just as the moon moves. So yeah, this is the first time I've actually ever tried this on the 10-inch Dobsonian camera, which I'm using at the moment, telescope, sorry, and with the actual Biofield software, New Energy Vision at the moment. Can I change it to another filter? Doesn't want to be in it, it's okay. It's an old computer. Alright, so anyway, that's official trial on the moon itself. Again, yeah, it'll just take a bit of practice and mucking around to get this right. Thanks for watching.